What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be reacting to the brand new Avatar Fire and Ash official new trailer. I'm so excited for today's video. I've been looking forward to it, but I've also been putting it off because of my whole camera setup and blah blah blah. But we're gonna push all that aside and we're just gonna do it. Today guys, we're going to be reacting to the brand new official Avatar movie trailer. This is movie number 3. Also, I do want to apologize in advance if we do have any technical difficulties because I'm trying out something new with my camera and my audio setup, and I'm not really known for being the most technical person or the most lucky on stream, but you know, we try our best anyway. If you guys are new here, my name's Jen. I do reactions, I do gameplays, and also I'm late like 90 to 100% of the time, but I'm doing my best to get back onto this horse and, you know, ride beautifully into the sunset. I know you guys also came here for a reaction. If you do want the reaction, I'll create a little timestamp down here so that you guys can skip forward. But if you guys would like to listen in on my discussion as well, because I have seen the first trailer, I haven't seen the second one, which is why we're here, but I'm excited, so let's do it. Okay, so I'm going off of no script because my videos are never scripted and I'm kind of just going off of the top of my head. So if I do get everything wrong, I do apologize, but I'm like 99.867% confident in my memory. So the Avatar movies were created by James Cameron. The first movie was actually a concept in like 1990, early 90s to 1995, but because the technology at the time was so bad, James Cameron didn't want to just have a bunch of blue people running around, so he put the idea aside until after Titanic. Even then, Titanic was just an incredible movie altogether. It was so beautiful, and like for 1999, insane. So we put aside the idea until the early 2000s when he decided, okay, technology is actually heading in the right direction. We can do this thing. And when you think about it and the movies that actually came out around that time, comparing to the movies that are even out now, Avatar was a first of its kind, and being what it is and performing how it did, that movie pretty much painted the path for every movie going forward. This man was revolutionary. And I think that's where I can actually really explain what that movie felt to me growing up. I was 8 years old when this movie came out. I'm 24 now. I just barely remember going into the cinema and just watching this movie for the first time. Also, you know, at the very beginning when Jake's on his first expedition and he touches that like flower that goes voodump, I remember it scaring the ever-loving fudge out of me and of my family. Now if we watch that, we're like, oh, it's no big deal. But at the time, I remember like the emotion that this movie channeled, while at the same time holding our hand by giving us like a giant push into the abyss of VFX, audio engineering, and just like a whole new world that none of us have ever seen before. So naturally, when you see something that's like, oh my god, this is the coolest thing ever, I watched the movie a million times. And one of my core memories that I will remember for the rest of my life was when I was 10 or 11 years old. I remember Channel 10 was hosting like a little movie night. Well, they were doing that and I was so freaking excited. I decided to camp out in front of the TV, have like everything set up watching this TV, and I had my laptop at the time as well that I angled at the TV to then find out that it only recorded for like 2 minutes and then died. And I fell asleep halfway through the movie because I was so freaking tired at the time. But I had been looking forward to this movie all day, set everything up, and then everything that could go wrong went wrong. I was devastated. Hey guys, Editing Jen here. So while I was editing, I realized I've missed a lot of context as well from when I was younger. So when I was younger, what I used to do was I used to memorize every line in the movie, and as the movie played, I would actually recite the lines, and I would also like pretend to be the Na'vi. So like for example, when Neytiri was like being protective over Jake after Tsute, you know, hit him, and then she like did the like stance, I would replicate everything that they would do, and I would just like go one-to-one with the movie. And I remember I used to annoy the life out of my family whenever we would watch the movie together, and they'd be like telling me to be quiet and stuff. And especially at the beginning, you know, when Weinflee, I actually don't know, I'm really bad with names, but that guy, when he was like, oh, look at that, Meals on Wheels, and then the other guy's like, oh, that's wrong. Like, I used to just say every single line on repeat, and I would just annoy everyone around me, but I loved it. There was something about that movie that just like, it made me feel whole, and it was just so much fun. I loved it. I think that explains my emotional connection to this movie. I love it. For some reason, I've kind of just like bonded myself to it, and every time I see it, I'm like, that's my movie, let's go. So when Avatar 2 came out, oh my god, I had the biggest reaction to this movie, to this trailer, because it was like, oh my god, I haven't felt this way since I was freaking 9 or 10 years old. Hey guys, me again. Sorry, this is gonna be the last time. This is the downsides of me not scripting my videos, because everything is just like off the top of my head. I remember a couple years ago, I think this was like 2018, 2017, when I finally figured out that Avatar had a collector's edition. So when I eventually bought that, I was flabbergasted when I found out that there were deleted scenes. So I watched those deleted scenes and the movie and the extended collector's edition version of the movie nonstop. And even nowadays, like I look at it and I'm like, oh my god, there's more, there's more, there's more. And then when the actual movie came back to cinemas, after Avengers Endgame passed or something like that, it was all in preparation for Way of Water. When I watched it again and they added another like extra scene into it, I was like, oh my fucking god, this is literally my life. My life is complete. My life is in a better direction. There's more Avatar coming out. I don't know, it's not like an obsession, but I definitely have an emotional connection to the Avatar franchise. And you know what? I'm really proud of it. If you look around my room, I've got so much Avatar stuff. Hold on. I have that and that. We're gonna go on an adventure. This is my games room setup. You guys may have seen it in the actual video, but I've got so much Avatar stuff. All right, you have a good day. Bye. And just having it happen right there, it felt unreal. So yeah, I had a really emotional reaction to the trailer, and now I think I've settled down a bit now that the second movie has come out. I've also watched it a few times, which has really started healing my inner child. And this brings us to the next continuation of the Avatar franchise. Avatar: Fire and Ash. Okay, so from what I've read online, James Cameron said that he's going to create 5 Avatar movies. There's going to be something to do with nature, water, fire, wood. I don't know the next one. Oh, he's actually, here it is. So it says Avatar: The Way of Water, The Seed Bearer, The Tulkun Rider, and The Quest for Eywa. Ooh, I'm so excited to watch these movies. I don't even care about the plot. I actually, no, I care about the plot. I'm excited to see the plot, because without plot, you know. Actually, I don't care about the plot. You know what? That actually brings us to the plot of the movies. I think that's where I started, and then I just got completely sidetracked. ADHD, gay. All right, so in Avatar number 1, we have Pocahontas-style romance, and then the bad people come, which is the humans, and then the humans leave. And then that brings us to the second movie, which is The Way of Water. The bad people come back. We have clones now, and they can fly now too. That was a Star Wars reference. And I feel like all of that really creates risk and tension and fear, and I'm just excited to see the movie wrap up in the best way possible. If they don't have a good ending, I'm going to crash out. I'm just going to assume that you guys have already seen number 2, because I am going to spoil it. I do apologize. But in Avatar number 2, Way of Water, we are introduced to Jake Sully and Neytiri's family. We have 3 kids, and we have a child of human named Spider. He's kind of one of the family, but Neytiri holds on to that grudge because, you know, the humans have destroyed everything that she's loved. They've destroyed her way of life, and they've come back for more. So she has that resentment towards Spider. And of course, what he does at the end of the movie is, in my opinion, unforgivable. A lot of people online have said, you know, cut him some slack, whatever, this and that. But I think that's unforgivable. If you've seen what your parents have gone through and continue to see what the humans do, I get it. He's your biological father, but he's also a clone, and he doesn't even really care. Like, I feel like Spider's just grasping for anything at this point to show that somebody loves him, but he's got a perfectly good family that loves him so much more. Except for Neytiri, because a son for a son, I cut. Scary. Okay, if we don't include Neytiri, then he has a perfectly loving family that loves him very much and that cares for him. Also, Took is adorable, and Neteyam's death fucking rattled me. That killed me, it destroyed me, and I don't really know what they're gonna do going forward. Having Loak be the only son now, and, you know, seeing that brother dynamic fall apart after Neteyam dies. I don't really know if my heart can handle what they're gonna give us in the third movie, because I feel like after the second movie, there's so much trauma caused to the family. Spider's betrayal-ish, I'm not really too sure, because Jake and the family don't know anything about that yet, but I think the biggest thing is going to be Neteyam's death. And I feel like they've kind of hinted that at the end of the movie with the tribute that they had to Neteyam when he was younger and he was fishing. Oh my god, even just thinking about that scene makes me, oh, it makes me really emotional. Whew. Yeah, okay. But I'm excited to see where they go, what they do. It's going to be a shame to not see Neteyam anymore, because I really liked his character. He was really sweet. He was that really amazing older brother that was unfortunately trying to do his best to protect his younger siblings, and then he had that resentment from Loak because Loak couldn't live up to the same expectation of his older brother because he's more like Jake. And I really hope in the third movie, and even the movies going forward, Jake notices that. And one more thing as well is we've seen it in the second movie with kind of the different parenting styles of Neytiri, who's a little bit more nurturing, to Jake, who's a little bit more military-esque. He has that trauma, he brings that PTSD, and he brings that order into the family, and Neytiri had to pull him aside and say, this is not a squad, this is a family. And I'm really excited to see more of that in the third movie. So a girl can hope, but I guess we'll have to see. Okay, I think that brings our conversation to a halt. I hope you guys did enjoy that little discussion. If you have your own opinion, or if I've missed something, which is very likely because like I said, everything I do is non-scripted. It's just me talking to a camera, and I will forget things, so please let me know in the comments down below. That brings us to the reaction. Oh my god, I'm so excited. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Oh, I just realized she has a little eye on her hand. Let's do this thing.
This is the only pure thing in this world. Ooh. The fire came from the mountain, burnt our forest.
Oh my god. Oh, that
cried for help. But Eva did not come.
Oh. Oh my god. Oh, we saw that before. Ah! That's...
This world goes much deeper than you imagine.
Kitty. Oh my god.
Protect your sister. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Protect yourself. Oh, he's not saying protect your brother anymore. Why is Jake always falling? Every movie is falling.
Sully's never quit.
No, they don't. Sully's never...
How do you still live?
What if every
What was
human
that?
being on Earth could live here without a mask?
What?
Then the Na'vi people will be gone.
No! What do you mean?
Spread your fire across the world. You need me.
We must fight!
Oh my god, crap people!
Warrior, mother.
Oh! Oh my god! Taruk is back! Holy fuck, Taruk is back!
I swear!
This! Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, no. Nope. Nope. I can't be doing this. I can't be fucking doing this every fucking Avatar trailer. James Cameron. This man needs to be stopped. No, please don't actually. That was incredible. That was a trailer. Oh my lord. Okay, that. I can't even talk. Taruk is back. Taruk is fucking back. That's what we wanted from the second movie. Everyone expected it, and then nothing happened. I feel like Avatar: The Way of Water was... I think it was a lot more like foundation building for the next movie, because this is it. This is the main character movie right here. This is what we expected from The Way of Water. And instead, we got our hearts fucking shattered into a million bajillion pieces when they killed Neteyam, when they destroyed Neytiri even further than they already did. Also, speaking of Neytiri, they're doing my girl dirty. What are they doing to her, okay? Because I saw the damage in the first trailer to her shoulder. I know for a fact they're about to hurt her, and I'm about to crash out even more. Also, can we just talk about the elephant in the room? Why the frick can Spider breathe Pandoran air? He can breathe Pandoran air. That shouldn't be allowed. That shouldn't be a thing. He shouldn't be allowed to. And the fear on Neytiri's face as well. Also, that paint on her face. I swear to you, if some other child dies, I'm going to crash the fuck out. My heart can't handle any more loss. And I feel like there's going to be so much more loss. And I'm going to crash the fuck. Okay, I'm going to try calming down. But that movie is enough to set me up for the whole entire year for excitement. That was absolutely unreal. So beautiful, so amazing. I think this is exactly what we wanted from the Avatar movie. I'm so excited to see this. It's only 2 more months until the movie comes out, and then I can already see myself setting up camp at the cinema. Let's go! Also, how freaking cool did Ronald look going in pregnant still and bloody stabbing the shit out of that crab machine thing? That was so freaking cool. I love the fact that James Cameron has done this. He's gotten 2 movies now where a pregnant lady, Kate Winslet, I think that's her name, she plays her, but he had Ronald pregnant, going ham. In the second movie, she didn't really fight as much. She was more like, you know, she just looked scary, but we actually get to see her fight, and I'm excited for this. This is gonna be amazing. My heart is racing. My inner child is healed. I'm so happy. I'm so excited for Taruk to come back. Oh my god, I keep thinking about that. Where's my boy? Oh my god. He looks so freaking cool. Look at his eyes and the colors, and he looks so much more mature. Okay. The great Leonoptrix is back. Turuk Makto, I will fly with you. There's gonna be another war. Oh, Neytiri is back, baby. What the fuck? Who's that? Why? Is that? That's not Quaritch, is that? Oh! Oh! I just realized I've missed a lot. You know, maybe I'm reading a bit too much into this. Okay. I'm gonna take a step back, and I'm not gonna spoil it, because I feel like if I look into this trailer too much, and if I look into this and look into that too much, I'm gonna spoil the movie for myself, and I don't want to do that. I have a very bad tendency of just expecting what's gonna happen, and as much as I say that I want to know what's gonna happen in this movie, I do not want this movie spoiled for me. The first time I'm gonna watch this movie is exactly what I did for The Way of Water, and I'm gonna book out a VIP spot at the cinemas on my own, with snacks, with this, with that, with everything. I'm going to indulge, and then after that I'm gonna go and watch the movie with people, because you know I gotta enjoy it. All right, I think I'm gonna call it there, guys. Thank you so much for watching this reaction. Thank you so much for enjoying this conversation with me as well. It has been a long ass video. I've been recording for like 40 minutes now, but I'm so happy. I'm excited for this movie. I'm excited to see what James Cameron has in store for us, and I am so excited to fucking feel. I'm so excited to feel what James Cameron has to give us through the visuals, through the emotion. I'm excited to feel. Oh my god. And I feel like that's something we don't really do much nowadays, because there's not really much to feel. Was that too deep? Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for enjoying this conversation with me. If you want to see any more of these deep dive conversations, I would love to make them. If you have other video recommendations as well, chuck them into the comments down below. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to feel and experience and love this movie. 2 more months. Let's go. Okay, all right. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Bye, guys.